Hey, morning. Good morning. Sleep well? I did not. Holy shiznit. There's something going on with my pituitary gland. I think something really weird. I'm like, imagine having all the symptoms of a fever but not being sick. Like I mean, as far as just being really hot, like my temperature, my body temp, it's like really high, and I was like, I'm like, what the heck is going on? So yeah, I woke up pretty early, like middle of the night early. I've just been dozing on and off since then. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'll be coming back as soon as class is done to go back to bed. Thankfully, I don't have any installs or anything this morning, so I can do that. It's the only thing I did major yesterday, as far as my diet goes. I just didn't have as much caffeine. I don't know if that might have really jacked me up, which just goes to show that I really need to cut back on caffeine. So we'll be continuing my half dose of what my normal usual caffeine intake is today, in hopes of keep that in check, because that's not good, chat. Not good at all. How's the new person doing? New person. Oh, the employee. Well, so I just hired him yesterday, so we literally are. We got somebody to get drug tested and background check and all that. So he probably won't start working until next week. What's up, Vaughn? And if you can't tell, it is raining. Raining quite a bit. Oh, geez, Ira. Yeah, it's not. There's no shining this morning though. It is raining pretty heavily. Thankfully, no outages on the network. All the thunder and lightning has passed, so I can take a breather, rest easy for a minute. You know, it's like any time there's a storm, where in the past I enjoy storms, I enjoy sleeping through them. Not anymore, because it's like I wake up thinking, it wakes me up, I'm thinking, okay, the network down, I'm still up, so yeah. Yeah, Colby, it's we've definitely needed to. It's been very, very dry. So we've needed the rain. We're getting a pretty good dousing this morning, though. A pretty good dousing. Yeah, winter's coming around the corner. Right around the corner. Yeah, no, so did not sleep very well last night. Didn't tell you about my dream yesterday though. Yeah, the cat is curled up into a little ball on one of the cushions on the porch. It didn't even wake up when I opened the door and got in the truck and started the truck. Like, she was gone. She was gone. So I think I get ordered to get some kitty litter and litter pan so that she can start being trained to use it, because she'll have to be brought inside more than likely come winter. I don't have a barn or anything like that for her to stay in. Hey, that house is going to be, I mean, it's got a heated pet blanket inside of it, and yeah, the whole shebang. It won't go in there. I tried last night to put treats in there, and I picked it up and put her in there, and she doesn't like it. She gets right out. Yeah, drunken. Probably so. Probably so. But you know, and she. Here's the thing. She's not just warmed up to me either. She's yesterday, one of our employees now, he came in, sat in the office. We were getting some stuff squared away, and she jumps up in his lap. So she's just super comfortable around people in general. Yeah, drunken, we'll see. We will see. Hey, Connie. Morning. So yeah, so yesterday I woke up. Oh, shit. It's traffic. Wreck. Lots of red lights. It rains and people forget how to drive. Yeah, I had a dream of that we got nuked. That was exciting. I was outside, saw the flash, and I knew I had literally minutes to get underground, preferably in a concrete encased basement. Enough food and water to last a week to survive the nuclear fallout. That was crazy. Weird. Of course, then it was after that I would listen to Putin's address to the world, basically saying that he was going to use whatever means at his disposal to protect Russia, even up to including nuclear warfare. It's like, oh, shiznit. That's not good. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm not teaching class today. I teach Friday. Teach Friday. Purchase what medicine? Like what? Iodine? Yeah, there are quite a few people with nuke shelters, that's for sure. But yeah, your pituitary gland, from my understanding, is what moderates your resting, I don't know what they call it, your basal body temperature. And basically getting too hot can be a sign of an overactive thyroid, which is regulated by pituitary gland, I think. And then having an underactive thyroid can result in being too cold. So, yeah, I don't know. Really, Luffy, that's exciting. Steve's drink got me all spooked, yeah. I was reading, too, that if anyone was ever to nuke the United States, the best place to detonate a nuke would be right over the Midwest, right over the heart of the United States, right over Missouri. That'd be probably one of the best spots. And about 20 miles up in space, or up in the atmosphere, if I understand, because the EMP would reach coast to coast potentially, or near coast to coast, and that the damage and catastrophe of an EMP is actually has greater repercussions than like the initial explosion of a nuclear bomb in any particular city, potentially. Because you got to think, that's no electronics. I mean, you basically you destroy infrastructure, right? All the people that would starve because, hey, you know, it puts everything on a halt. That'd be scary. Do what? They're peeling Joe Rogan last week talking about how nukes don't actually exist. What? Really? It's been a long time since any have been detonated, I would imagine. We should probably listen to Joe Rogan more. There are a lot of interesting topics being discussed on there for sure. And nukes are just Russia. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Golly. The traffic's intense this morning. Really, like no nukes, period, sheesh? Or just Russia's nukes? Oh, shit. Any nuke. Wow. Yeah, Russia and U.S. have 9% of the nukes on the planet. Also, the other question that begs to be asked is how many of those nukes are even operational, right, and can be launched. So, you know, my understanding, the nuke is that's the device, right? But the rocket that transport it is a whole nother system, right? Again, according to my understanding, which is more than likely probably flawed. But, you know, there's the delivery device is just important. I mean, if you can't deliver the nuke, like what good is it? You're gonna blow yourself up. That's all it's good for. And one thing that's nice about, and I say nice, one thing that is nice about nuclear bombs now is that they're relatively clean compared to the nuclear bombs of, say, the 40s and 50s, in that they're not as dirty, apparently. So radiological fallout is not as severe. But yeah. For whatever that's worth. Yeah, Fox Cooley. I hear you there. Or Stream Dad, how's it going, man? We gotta associate that. Look, I don't think, call Putin what you will, I don't think he's a dumb guy. And I don't think he's someone that has, I don't know, maybe, according to what I've observed personally, it doesn't seem like he's much of a bluffer. Like, everything he did with Crimea and Ukraine and basically telling us, hey, this is what's going to happen. You guys continue aggravating NATO. He's followed through with. Might not be working as well as he'd like, but it's definitely happening. So, you know, if he starts threatening nukes, that's like, okay, hold the phone. Especially I've heard the rumor that he's got like stage 4 cancer. Doesn't have a lot to lose. That's even scarier. No worries, Stream Dad. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yesterday about, you know, oh, surely there's somebody else in his cabinet or close to him that is ready to jump in there and, you know, stop this from getting too crazy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know. All these daggum political cabinet members and politicians end up falling off of balconies and hotel rooms. I mean, like, I don't know how many more of those can happen before, like, if there's any hint of suspicion that he probably thinks you're working against him, he's probably killing you. That's why, you know, we've all seen the picture of him at the head of a table and everyone else like at least 20 feet away. He's like afraid of getting assassinated. Which I can't say that concern is not probably unfounded. We're not the only ones to see how crazy it is. Got any fun plans this weekend? Yes, I'm going to Boise, Idaho to go shoot pew-pews with Paul. It's kind of a last-minute trip. I booked it yesterday. Yeah, I booked it yesterday. So yeah, go out there, hang out for a minute. Really? Only nuke-safe shelters in the country are for government personnel. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Callan? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Body rate temperature is like elevated. It's crazy. It's weird. I just feel hot. I remember reading up how he watched a lot of Hussein's downfall videos leading up to the invasion. Putin did? That's interesting. Oh, never mind. Good. Good. Not sure I want to be alive to aftermath of many nukes. Oof, that would be bad. That would be really bad. It would suck. Very terrible. Yeah, Fox Cooley. Yeah. Just get in your basement. Because I mean, it's been a while since I looked all this up. But there is a certain amount of time that my understanding is you should stay indoors to allow the the fallout to subside. So yeah. So that means like literally like just stay in your basement for several days. Don't go outside. Yeah, of course, meet MJ. We'd rather just not let anything happen. My allergies are kind of acting up. Well, I think I'm out of Allegra. I need to go to the store and get some. Interesting, Ira. Well, that'd be a good case study. I thought you were going to say years. No, it's actually a matter of days. Like I said, nuclear bombs are relatively a lot cleaner than we were decades ago. Still, I'm sure there's incredible amounts of environmental effects that we'll see for many, many years. But as far as the initial dangers of radiological fallout, should be good after a week or two. Russian bombs are probably still dirty. They could be. They could be. Yeah, the fact that the bombs are cleaner, I think it's an unintended consequence of their newer design. It's not like they were thinking, hey, let's try to keep it radiological fallout down to an all-time minimum. So, what drink is that? It's a C4. Just trying something a little different. I don't have a headache per se, but I got some pressure by my eyes and my sinuses. Yeah, drunken, no doubt. Yeah, Stream Dad, potentially. It'd be pretty gross. It'd be pretty bad if all that crap happened. I got a question whether or not I would want to live through that either. Just because you know you're going to have a lot of friends and family not make it. It's like, ugh. That would be rough. That'd be rough. But what friends and family did make it, would you want to be around to help? There's that too. Yeah, Connie, aren't bad. This is a black cherry, or midnight cherry. It's not too bad. That would be the extreme debt relief. Oh, jeez, yeah. Anyhow, it's not a, I have no memories to subscribe to. Who are you? I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Who are you, Hayes? That's kind of funny. I don't know who you are. Who are you? I don't know. Who Who are you? Any plans this morning? I'm heading to jiu-jitsu class, so that's the plan. Yeah, I know, Ira. Look, it's not a comforting. You know, it's kind of weird. And some people live, they live for that potential occurrence. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like there's something to be said about being prepared and being, I wanted to say a prepper, but you know, but some people just like that they live in a mindset of any day, the end of the world is coming and I'm going to survive it. It's like, okay, all right. BJJ would not work against a nuke. No, that is true. However, you know, if you did survive a nuke, there's going to be much civil unrest, and you're going to need all the survival training you can muster in order to combat that, up to including hand-to-hand combat, as well as don't shoot me, as well as weapons training. Don't hit me. Stay away from the brakes. So, is there supposed to be a join button? I don't know. It's not a job. I'm not a BJJ instructor. I mean, technically, Purple Belt is instructor level, but I am. Yeah, I'm going to be teaching. Last day for Amazon Prime. Really? So what's so special about Amazon Prime Day? You can survive a nuke, you're different. Okay. Good for you. Here's a digital cookie. Take it, eat it. Oh yeah, Ira, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Especially you gotta think and realize, this is one of the things I was reading about. So there's a book that I have that's a very interesting book called Strategic Relocation. And it's basically a book that rates every region and state in the United States according to its survivability in the face of various different kinds of disaster, whether that be natural disaster, nuclear fallout, civil unrest, things like that. And it has all these variables and factors in each one of these subsets of, you know, again, kind of assessing how survivable a particular area is. And it's a very interesting book. And I listened to the guy, is this Richard Skousen? It's Richard Skousen. You know, he's given a few talks about it and everything. And one of the things he talked about was looking at throughout history. One of the things he studies is social unrest. And throughout history, how does social unrest form? You know, what are the factors that lead up to, you know, what occurs in times of extreme social unrest. So, one of the things he talks about is like, you know, 60% of the in massive social unrest, massive civil unrest, like 60% of the population dies of hunger within 3 months. It's like something stupid. It's like, what? It's like 60, 70%, which is crazy to think about, that have that many people died due to starvation. Holy crap, Stream Dad, thank you for the $5 tip. I appreciate that, man. Super appreciate that. One of these days I'll have a sub button as soon as I get my postcard from Google. Thank you. But yeah, so they 60-70%, and so you're gonna have a lot of looters, right? Because what they say, over 70% of American families don't have more than 2 days worth of food in their fridge, which is insane. So yeah, that means that within 2 days, people are they're gonna have to get food somewhere, right? Especially, you know, in the inner cities where there's generally, you know, there's a lot more people, and there's also a lot more, there's a greater concentration of poorer people, again, who don't have more than 2 days worth of food. We have 4 or 5 kids looking at them going, hey, we're hungry and we're out of food, where are you going to get me food, kind of deal. It's like, start going with this mindset. So people individually start looting very quickly. And so anyhow, then after 2 to 3 months, or actually, so after, well, so the 2-3 month deal is like 6-7 population dies. Within a couple of weeks, you're going to have gangs forming, and these gangs are generally range from anywhere from 20 to 30 people, and they loot and raid together. And the idea was that the further away from the city, that the more likely you was to encounter these gangs like 3 to 6 months down the road, because as soon as they exhaust all the resources inside of the city, they're going to start moving further and further out into the country. And so the idea was that there's no such thing as surviving on your own. You had to have enough competency and enough firepower to be able to ward off these gangs, at least 20 to 30 people, in your own community. So it was just very interesting. It's very and again, it uses all these different historical accounts of civil and social unrest in the past to kind of help give us an idea of what would happen in modern day times if something like that to occur. It's very interesting. It's a thought interesting thought exercise, at least. You recruiting? No. Well, I might actually be late. Yeah, Stream Dad, you're slacking. Instead of claymores, you're just going to build a bunch of toe poppers. You guys read how to build those? It's an interesting idea. I feel a little. I don't know if I should disclose how to build those online. But essentially, what it is it's a shotgun shell mine, and yeah, you step on it, and it blows your toes off. Call them toe poppers. Very, very, very easy to make. Very simple design. But yeah, it's basically a little mine for your toes. Yeah, Strategic Relocation is the name of the book. By Skousen. I am in the wrong freaking lane. Everyone next to me is zooming past us. This lane is stuck. Dang it. I can't get over because people they're going too daggum fast. Made a lane change. The crowd goes wild. Play farms around here for fuel, plus we can have large fuel tanks, but currently in our Yep. Well, Fox Coulee, those are also targets, right? Those are also targets. Definitely, here's the thing. Whether there's old proverb that says a neighbor nearby is better than a brother far away, and so basically saying you need to be on good terms with your neighbors out in the country, because God forbid something happens, if you're really gonna survive, if you're gonna increase your chance of survivability, you need to be in community, right? Because if you get, you gotta have something. You have something to offer, whether it's medical advice, agricultural experience, security, different things like that. Construction. You want to be in a community where there are multiple brains to be able to put your heads together to be able to tackle a problem. and ward off, whatever might come across. Golly, come on, people, get out of the way. What is going on? Oh, there's freaking someone pulled over. Now it's a tow truck. Well, this is why there's all this traffic. Why are you guys going slow? Oh, because everyone's cutting over. Jeez. Oh, there's a wreck. Never mind. That's someone broke down. It's a wreck. Someone's literally in the median. That's not good, chat. Doesn't look like too bad of a wreck, though, so probably okay, which is good. $24 toll back. That ain't bad, Connie. Yeah, my neighbors are all pretty nice. We don't need a neighborhood watch. Everyone watches the small area on the way in. Yeah, there you go, Fox Cooley. Stream Dad. Yeah, I've been very fortunate. A lot of the people in the community I will be living at least is using my internet service. So they know who I am at least, and I know who they are. A lot of my expertise for setting up, like, say, a private network for us to communicate kind of is going to be it's not going to be helpful at all, because all electronics are going to be fried. No, really, Luffy? Yeah, it's, people don't know their neighbors. Like, pretty much, tend to themselves. It's not good. Would a Faraday cage protect solar charge controllers? Yes, if it was properly constructed. Yeah. I remember one time I was really looking into how to build Faraday cages and everything like that, and it's interesting. Won't be internet in the post-apocalyptic world. Well, not necessarily internet drunken, but if you could establish your own private network, Wi-Fi network, over a large area, you could at least have communications, right? So there's that. There'd be encrypted communications that you would have, which would be very valuable. So it would be your own little internet. Let's pull that down. I like to think they would select you as the leader of the group purely on the prices. Yeah. Rub it in, Colby. Rub it in. I haven't had anything yet. Wait till after I get done working out. I don't know why. I need to look up why my basal body temperature is so freaking high right now. This is so weird. On inside the chat. I don't know what it is. By the way, has anyone ever did a parasite detox? I was watching some videos on that the other day. It came across my feed. They were pushing this product called Paragard, and I was reading the reviews on Amazon, and people were like, all these people are getting their freaking. It's like a freaking cleanse. And these horror stories of all this, being dewormed and all this shiznit. And I was like, what? So I bought a bottle. I haven't done it yet. A little scared. 2 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, 2 sliced turkey bacon, and oh, there you go. Cool, that sounds delicious. I haven't had a Red Bull in a long time. Is that meal replacement supplement? No, they're just pills. It's got all these different things in there. It's supposed to help you. It's like dewormer for adults. My phone probably heard me say dewormer, and then start putting human dewormer stuff on my feed, or parasite killer. I know, Andrew King. I would really try to get that posted today. I was thinking about that last night. There you go, Colby. That's just enough of a little tiny kick in the But I left a little earlier, but we were right on time. 5 minutes to class start, we're about 3 minutes away. Good stuff. So bounty hunt tonight. It is happening this evening. So we'll see you there for that. What's nice about Red Bull, it's pretty, I mean, it's only 80, you're done. Still, yes, I would like to start earlier. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to do all my investigative work. Otherwise, a lot of people to go talk to. A lot of door knocking today. A lot of door knocking. Copy that, Colby. I think my my E-Trade account should be funded today. I think so. I would definitely be interested to talk to you, see what you're thinking. What's your favorite judo throw? Man, probably my number one judo throw at the moment is probably just Nogoshi. Major hip throw. I also have been doing a little bit of a Yoko Tomonagi. That seems to be another one I've been finding I've been able to hit. I stopped because I've been hitting everybody with the Ogoshi, and so everyone starts straightening their arms to kind of keep me and my hips away, and so that's been opening up the opportunity for a Yoko Tomonagi, which is a side circle throw, and that's been working. So those are kind of my 1-2s for that. All right, chat. We'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm pulling up.